like.
All right, so we are back at it again. It's week 2 of the college football season. You have Breon, also known as LP here, representing the University of Oklahoma and also representing Texas A&M Aggies. I have my brothers to my right. Please introduce yourself.
Mance Adams, Vice President of Regions for Black Former Student Network, Texas A&M University. Woo!
Now, what's crazy, man, so I ain't never got an invite as a Black former student. What's going on? Why y'all not inviting me and Chris, for that matter, to y'all events? What's happening?
Well, see, that falls under the category of fixing. We're fixing everything, right? So you will hear from us. But right now, this is just like magic fantastic, because this collab is like a godsend. This is gonna go to the moon.
Yeah, I think first, we appreciate you coming. Last week, we had a good turnout that started about 2:00. So we said this week it's probably going to start about 2:00 again as people start to roll their way in. But we're committed to doing this. So tell the people about the Hive, because you're new. I'm here every day. Chris is here every day. Tell us about the Hive.
You know, in undergrad, to tag on to what you said, you know, the parties didn't start till 10:30 anyway, and people didn't get there till 12. And sometimes it was Thursday night.
Correct. College night. Yeah,
God
college
got us
night.
through.
College night. Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, so the Hive, man. I'm glad you're asking me this right now, because I'm still like brand new with this experience, y'all. I'm telling you, I don't know who started the concept. I don't know how it was birthed, but I'm telling you, phenomenal is an understatement. We got to go to the thesaurus. We got to figure out a word, because I mean, I can't tell you what I'm seeing right now. You know, watch party extraordinaire. There's content creation rooms. There's other rooms for. There's like a separate area for bar and for other events. I mean, this is well put together. And I can tell you, we will be running events here. I'm saying this to my president, who's out there, who will probably see this on our own social media. Erica, we will have to fall in this space.
What we use the podcast for, first off, thank you for those kind words about the space. And credit goes out to Chris and Rod, who are a part of the committee as it stands now. A lot of the ideas, the energy, and the effort has definitely been put together by them. So I'm grateful for both of them being willing, one, to anchor in with us here at the building, and then for us to bring this to life last week and then continue and moving forward. So what we've done, we've used the podcast to really talk about our experiences on the campuses that we attended. Okay. And then also to talk some trash about the football season.
Yes.
So first we'll start with, just tell us about your time at A&M, brother. How did it go?
Wow. You know, I guess it was similar to all of us. You know, sometimes, I'll say this. I'll say from the Black alumni perspective, you know, there was a lot of finding, right? We were trying to find our space. We were 5% of over 60,000 student population. And we were, actually, I say 5%. We were less than like 3 or 4%. So we had to find each other, and I mean, that's still a big number.
No doubt.
Because, 3-4% of 50,000, 60,000 is still a big number. But, we had to find our space, and we have a lot of similar stories. There was a lot of support needed, right?
Yeah.
A lot of struggles.
Yeah.
We all, I'm sure, had the same story, trying to pay for school, trying to understand the culture at Texas A&M. But, just the synergies and just connecting one another, it was beautiful, because, we had a spot called the Commons, right?
No doubt.
And the Commons, if you know it, was like where a lot of the African Americans met on a regular basis. Pool, studying, spades at the time, dominoes, studying, watching TV, studying, so, we really got close. And as a result, we're still close today.
No, and I think my experience would be similar at OU as an undergrad. Like you find pockets of community within a larger community that ends up being like lifetime relationships. Right. And that's definitely a similar experience as we've had people on. So last week, the iteration of the podcast, we had Ole Miss and OU as well as LSU and Georgia. And similar story, similar theme. Hey, we tried to find our way in a space that everybody may not have looked like us, but in that we were able to find not only our community, but then also branch out into that community to build a broader community.
Right.
And I think that's the thing that while I guess we'd say PWI experience is interesting, it builds some bonds that are really close,
Strong.
Because you needed them to survive.
You did.
During that time. And, I spent time on A&M's campus as well. I walked on some grass one time. And I got yelled at. There's a tree and some grass at one area.
Oh, yes.
And there's like, do not walk on this.
Right. The memorial students.
Yeah. That's like, what you doing?
It happens to everybody, regardless of ethnicity.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. It's an honor thing. It's a guard thing. And it was really funny how each school has their own traditions and their own way of doing things. So how do you feel about y'all football season this year? What you think's gonna happen?
Okay, so Marcel Reed, let's talk about him first. My guy, he stepped in. I always say, when you manage people, the best producers you have are the ones who know their lane, who have proper assignment, and then they can devote all their motivation to driving down that direction. I think this is his year for that. This is the first year that's been well-defined, all of the back and forth between him and the previous, who was also a good one that went on to U of H.
Yep.
That's all been kind of settled. I think he's a captain now, and I think he's going to take charge.
No, I would agree. And, the game is on now. Utah State, they don't seem like a formidable opponent, but they're pretty good in reality. They're not a bad team. So
I've been to Provo. They're in the mountains.
Yeah, they're in the mountains.
Probably they came down lower altitude. It's affecting them or something.
It is. And shout out to and let me give a push real quick. Shout out to Caleb Maryland. He just announced that he's going to Utah State. He's a quarterback at North Shore here in Houston. So he just made his commitment to Utah State before this game.
Congratulations! I hear they buy the players trucks and stuff. So good.
I can't say what he got.
Good luck with that truck. Good luck with that. It ain't gonna help you win a game. But good luck with the truck. If you can drive around in your misery after the loss. Go ahead.
But I think the Sooners, tonight we got Michigan. So that's really what I'm looking forward to as it relates to the watch party today. I'm a little nervous because what I saw with Texas and Ohio State, I don't want to happen with OU and Michigan this year because we the newbies in the conference.
But y'all Michigan lost their head coach.
True, but still
they're like Alabama right now.
They are kind of, but they still ranked though. They still ranked.
Yeah, but the captain is the captain.
That is true. That is true. That is true. That's everything.
Players win games, but coaching wins games.
Completely agree.
Now they gotta rebuild the culture. Every time you have a coaching switch, you have a culture switch.
Agreed. Completely agree.
At this point, they're in the culture rebuild. Their coach is doing the NFL thing.
And Venable's going on 5 years now at OU, so we should have it together at this point.
Y'all might be able to slide in there.
This is what we're not going to do on the pod. We a good quality program as well.
Oh, for sure.
I remember we used to beat up on y'all when y'all was in the Big 12.
For sure.
We used to we won that conference a lot when y'all was in it too. So
I don't know. We're reserved. I'm a guest right now. We're reserved there,
but well.
No, I'm just jumping out and say, I don't remember that. No recollection.
Come on, you don't remember when Jamar Toombs we put up 77 on y'all? Yeah, you got to remember. Come on now.
1 year. Year.
But again, we appreciate you jumping on. Again, we'll be here every week. We do this on Saturdays, on Sundays. We do NFL. We've got a live pod. We've got some events that Chris and I are coordinating on, some things that other people are coordinating on. We do want this to be a space where everyone is welcome and feel like they can use it as a hub. So it's affirming to hear you say, hey, man, this is dope. Like what they put together. We appreciate you even being out today.
Well, we're going to be here. We support. All I can say is this is just the beginning. Y'all have done a phenomenal job, and we're all about like supporting and collabing with our own that are in the space of greatness, and that's what I see here. So
that's what we're gonna keep doing. Here. So that is week 2 of the SEC Black Alumni Network podcast. I'm sure we'll be back with a few other people here. This LP, and again, say who you are. Is it tell them who you?
Mance Adams, Texas A&M, engineering and MBA, and Houstonian. 4-4.
We started out.
I had to say it, but